Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start by taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart. Let's go and start by mapping out the current range. Obviously, we've been dealing with retracement back into discount, and of course, current over the past week or so, it's been making higher highs. So swing structure bullish, internal structure been making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Did retrace back, now forming liquidity under all these lows, and starting its way back up to target the highs of this bullish internal structure. Swing structure bullish, internal structure bullish, but correlation with any other US dollar pairs like GBP, USD, retracement has starting to retrace back down. And like I said, there's liquidity sitting on these lows, so you have to watch out for that. And obviously, at this pace, it was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and now it's starting to consolidate longer than it did when it made these other lows. So maybe the longer it stays in consolidated range, it could high probability that it reverses. But right now, still bullish, still taking out the highs, still looking for any buying opportunity, but just being cautious on whether or not the buyers are getting weaker at this point for Euro USD. But of course, demand is still in control as highs are still being made and highs are being still being taken out. And that's just mission GBP USD. Let's go map out the current range. On the 4-hour chart, prices continued to make higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Swing structure was bullish. Well, swing structure still is bullish. When it made this higher low, didn't take out any lows at this point, but buyers start to step back in, or take out the highs of the overall range, and now sellers step back in, and prices are the lows are starting to be taken out. Fractal structure, fractal lead is bearish as the lows are being taken out. Internal structure starting to turn bearish. Overall, swing structure still bullish. So looking for any type of selling opportunity. If it does retrace back down into a discount of the overall range, be looking for a type of area of demand in order to take advantage of any type of bullish momentum shift in order to continue targeting highs of the overall range. But we'll wait and see if this selling momentum picks up. Like with the last few hours, buyers have step back in, but this is an impulsive move down, which, like I said, take out the liquidity under these lows, but still liquidity sitting under these lows also. So it could be a time for supply to step up, or sellers to step up. This supply area is in control right now, and prices in that supply area. So looking to see if prices reverse back down and start taking out the lows, like I said, over here, and of course this low, in order to target the area of discount. I look at the opportunity to buy right now. That's why I was cautious about Euro USD, also about taking any more buys, although swing structure and internal structure is still bullish for Euro, but this internal structure is starting to break down bearish. AUD USD, let's go and map out the current range. Prices continue to push higher on a 4-hour chart. This is the low that took out the previous high, higher low, higher lows, higher lows. Came up here, didn't take out the high, didn't have a close, but looks like price is on its way as we continue to push higher lows, higher lows. Price should continue. It did consolidate for a while, but now it's starting to take out the highs of this of the structure that was formed. So as you can see, if it does continue to take out these highs, which price is starting to, looks like it's got a buying opportunity to target the highs of the overall range. The price is still technically still consolidating sideways with this range, with these lows and this high, but the price can continue pushing higher. Looking for any type of opportunity. If it does break out, if I do miss this buy, if it does break out, wait for any type of retracement back down. Look for any type of buying opportunity. Continue pushing higher prices. NZD USD. Let's go map out the current range. This is the lowest that made that high. But of course, swing structure bullish, internal structure bullish, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher. That's our higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. It's a higher low compared to the other lows. Buyers step back in, but like I said, the longer it stays in consolidation, because it's consolidating sideways right now, lower probability that it's going to continue. But just with AUD USD, prices are starting to break out past these highs that were formed, the liquidity sitting over the highs that was formed in this consolidation. Then we can see a target of the higher prices of the overall range, and I'll be looking for any type of buying opportunity if it does break out, and any type of retracement in order to take advantage of the bullish momentum if it does pick up. But like I said, it's still technically just ranging right now in this area. And like with any other US dollar pair, any correlation could show that the price could be ready to retrace back down after all this bullish momentum with all these highs being made. And it looks like the buyers weren't able to yet take out the highs of the range. Like I said, the consolidation could be cause for concern to see if the price could retrace back down and start targeting the discount area of the overall range. GBP AUD. Been watching this closely. Let's map out the current range. It's been bearish, swing structure bearish internally. Looking for any type of opportunity to buy. Is waiting to see if these lows will be taken out, and it has. Obviously, the structure has gone bearish. Waiting to see if these lows will be taken out. It's a good opportunity to buy within the last few hours. Once it did start to break down, once the structure, you can clearly see that the structure moved below these lows. Once that happened, a strong close under, went to the lower time frame and waited for a pullback, which this was the pullback in order to take a sell to lower prices. Looking for any opportunity now. If this does retrace back at all, I'll give you an opportunity to take another sell back down into lower prices. As I've been saying previously, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Swing structure bearish, internal structure bearish. Looking for any type of selling opportunity to present itself. GBP NZD, similar chart that's mapped out yesterday. Let's go ahead and map out the current range, the overall range. GBP NZD, on a 4-hour chart. Of course, prices went back into premium, and started making lower lows, lower highs, and started to consolidate sideways, like I was saying yesterday, with the lows, liquidity building on these lows. But overall, it's waiting to see, just like what you beat AUD, these lows to be taken out, which it has done. Perfect selling opportunity once this consolidation ended last night, and there was a strong close below those lows, and there was a pullback with this candle. Good opportunity to sell. Looking for any type of opportunity once this retracement completes itself, and another resistance forms out after these buyers are done buying. Looking for any type of selling opportunity in order to target the lows of the overall range. This was impulsive. An impulsive bearish push past these lows indicates that it's going to continue with the lower lows, lower highs. Internal structure bearish, swing structure bearish, fractally still bearish, breaking down. Just waiting for any type of pullback, any opportunity to take a sell in order to target the lows of the overall range. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.